Hey guys, how are you? David here, aka The Creative One. It is Tuesday, February 24th, 2009, and today is the official release of Apple's public beta of Safari 4, the world's fastest web browser. I'm air quoting because that's what Apple's calling it. Personally, I can't say whether that's true or not, because I have not seen any official benchmarks, but I'm sure they'll come out by as late as Friday. Just keep an eye on macrumors.com and sites like that for details. Anyway, I'm here to give you my quick thoughts on Safari 4. I did download it. I've been using it for a couple hours now. Yes, in my opinion, that's not enough time to use it in order to give it a full review, but that's the point of this video. It's a beta, so these are my early thoughts. So without further ado, enjoy. So the first time you open up Safari 4, you are introduced to a brand new interface called Top Sites. To me, I like to call this expose for Safari. Basically what it is it shows your most visited sites in an expose/coverflow kind of view. By default it shows maybe 16 or 12, but personally I have it set to 6 because I think that's plenty. But you can have it set it up to maybe as high as 48 or so. I'm not sure the exact number, but it goes from small, medium to large in terms of thumbnails. My thoughts on this, I actually think it's really nice. The first time I saw it on the screenshot, I'm like, wow, it's pretty damn sexy. And yes, I said sexy. I find myself switching websites by clicking top sites instead of tabbing them now. Yes, I'm still a heavy tabbed user and always will be most likely, but actually I should rephrase that. When I switch sites, it feels like I'm doing expose, because I'm used to throwing my mouse in the top left corner, seeing all my windows at once, and then choosing the application that I would like to use. Okay, so I'm a heavy tabbed user, as I said before. So this change isn't really bad, it's just something you're going to have to get used to. For me, for instance, change isn't always bad, it's just change. That's the thing, change is change. We experience change all the time, and if I say the word change one more time, I'm going to go crazy. So let me just talk about this. The new tabbed interface is just like Google Chrome. Personally, I have not gotten a chance to use Google Chrome because Google has yet to release a Mac version of it. It's been out for Windows for, I believe, at least 6 months now. I don't know what's taking Google so long. They're usually very good with Mac support, but in this case, they're taking a while. So Apple actually beat them to the punch with their own web browser. And now the tabs, just like in Chrome, are at the very top of the window. And also, you save, I don't know, maybe 10 pixels, 15 pixels of screen real estate, which to me is a big deal, because I like to see as much as a web page as possible and save as much screen real estate as I can. So next up is search history. Search history. This is something I didn't think I would use that much, but after using it, I was kind of like, you know what? This is actually really cool. I have never thought of searching my history before. I mean, except for if I'm spotlighting some old files or whatever, which I use just about every day of my life. One of the best features Apple's ever added into their OS, in my opinion. Spotlight is genius, just like Dashboard. Anyway, I'm rambling, sorry. Search history is basically what it is. You search your history, but it can show it in a Coverflow view, which brings me to my next topic. Coverflow, like in iTunes, is now part of Safari. This is kind of the thing you would say to yourself, I've never thought of Coverflow being in a web browser before, but you know what? Apple figured out a way to make it work, and it works very well. For instance, if I am looking for an old an old article that I found on dig.com, for instance, and I type in iPhone, because I don't want all the stories, I just want the dig stories relating to the iPhone. I would search iPhone. It shows all the pages I've gone to within the past week or a month or so, but it shows them in Coverflow view, like giant thumbnails. Yes, I realize I'm rambling, but I love this stuff. And I just think that's really cool. Instead of going to the page to see if that was it, you already know, or you should know at least, just by looking at the thumbnail, the graphics, and the text on the screen. Genius. So it kind of makes me wonder, why wasn't it there before? But that's not the point. Apple has it in there now, and quite frankly, they're beating Google to the punch. I really do look forward to Google's Chrome coming out for the Mac, if ever. I'm hoping it comes out by June or so, because I really want to use it. But, as of right now, and as it's been since 2004, I will be a Safari user. It is my primary browser. It's the most Mac friendly in my opinion, and I just really like the features. Yes, it has no extensions add-ons like Firefox does, but I don't really need add-ons right now. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I will put the download link to the Safari 4 public beta in the video description to the right of this video. To the right of this video. There you go, over there. And keep in mind, it's a beta. So if it's buggy, don't blame Apple. Thanks for watching. Actually, you can blame Apple because it's their browser. I don't know why I said that. But I meant just don't get mad. Anyway, I'm rambling. Peace.